Gentlemen, and welcome to my story about the Woodhouse sisters. I'll gather you in here where you'll learn about the murder, and I'll follow you in here where the court scene will happen. Please follow me.
I like her dress.
Can everyone see? Are we all comfortable? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Charles Houghton. I am a butler and assistant to the Woodhouse family for 21 years. We are in 1932, the 31st of August to be exact, and today you will be learning about the murder of the Woodhouse sisters. Shall we meet them?
Eleanor Woodhouse, age 60, was shot 2 millimetres above my eye socket in the skull. A mother, a daughter, instantly killed.
Martha Gordon Woodhouse, 56 years old, 5'1", brown hair, blue eyes. Shot 1 centimetre left of the heart, left for dead in my own home. I was a mother, sister and daughter.
Some say it was an accident. Some say it was their destiny to die. There's always that saying, the quiet ones are the worst. They're the ones to watch. They're the dangerous ones. Suspect. The family chef for the Woodhouse family. Shall we meet her?
Heather Moore, family chef to the Woodhouse family for over 20 years, age 46, a mother, a daughter and a wife.
Did I say suspect? I should have really said suspects. I am Charles Houghton, like I said earlier. I'm aged 56. I have worked for the family for 46 years. Shall we go to our court and see who's guilty and who's not? You follow into that room and please stand at the wall, all in a single file. Thank you ever so much.
I will now read the rules. Jury, we call to you today to help us judge these suspects for this heinous crime. That they may have committed, we also ask you to judge them on their testimony that they will give today, and only that. I ask of you not to be biased, but to judge them fairly, and that you will faithfully execute your service to the court. We will ask of the hearing of these suspects' testimony of your decisions. You will all raise your hands onto who is guilty. We thank you today for your support. Can we please call the first suspect? Please state your name for the record.
I'm Charles Houghton.
Now please put your hand on the Bible and raise your hand in the air and repeat after me. I swear that the testimony that I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
The testimony that I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Charles Houghton, please can you tell me the occupation you had?
I was a butler and an assistant to the family.
Okay, and how long have you been working for the Woodhouse sisters?
46 years.
46 years, an awfully long time to be working as a butler, isn't it?
It was. I was very close with them.
And can you tell me what you did on your job?
I assisted to them, so I went shopping with them. I got them food. I made sure they slept well, they ate well. I was just their assistant, their butler to every need they asked.
And would you say you enjoyed your job, Mr. Houghton?
I did love my job, yes.
Lovely. And can you describe the relationship between you and the Woodhouse sisters?
Like I said previously, I was there for a very long time, so I'd hope my relationship with the family was very strong.
So you'd say you'd have a very close bond with the sisters, Mr. Houghton?
Yes, I grew up with them.
And any arguments that may have occurred?
We may have had disagreements throughout the years.
Okay. And I have down in my files that you have a drinking problem. Is this true, Mr. Houghton?
Yes, I'm sure everyone has a problem. Unfortunately, mine's drinking.
And would you say it's a very bad problem?
Well, I've had it for a long time.
Something you may have got help for in the past?
Yes, but unfortunately it didn't work.
Oh, okay, Mr. Houghton. And would you say it's a problem now to you?
Yes, I suppose.
And I would like to ask you of the question of the day of the murder. Now, can you describe where you was on this day?
I was in the pub in the town.
In the pub, drinking, I presume?
Well, that's what you do in a pub.
Yes, thank you for your sarcasm, Mr. Houghton. And can you also tell me, did you work on the day?
I worked in the morning.
You worked in the morning, but not in the evening?
No, not at night.
Why? Why has this happened?
I was let off early.
You was let off? And what's the reason you was let off for?
Unfortunately, I came in a little bit drunk from the night before.
Oh, and I'm assuming the Woodhouse sisters did not approve of this drunkenness.
They did not.
And did this cause an argument of such?
We may have had one or two disagreements.
And was that a disagreement that you was not fond of? How did that make you feel?
Well, I was very close with the family, so any arguments I had wasn't very nice.
And was the argument particularly bad on this day?
Yes, we may have. Voices may have been raised.
Okay. Voices, do you mean your own, Mr. Houghton?
Well, mine and the sisters.
Okay. Okay, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Houghton. Now, could you also describe where you was on the time of the murder?
Like I said earlier, I was in the pub,
In the pub.
drinking.
And how did you hear of this murder? Was it passed down a message? Did you find out? Did you come home to the disaster?
It was a day after I found out they had been killed.
So you wasn't there on the murder, but you was there before the murder?
Well, yes, I was let off.
And as the murder commenced, you left? You wasn't anywhere to be seen? You was at the pub,
Well, like
drinking?
I said I was at the pub.
You was drinking, you was drunk. Could you
Yes.
perhaps have nipped home?
No.
No? At all?
No, not at all.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Houghton. Thank you, Judge.
Now can we please call the second suspect? Please state your name for the record.
Heather Moore.
Now place your left hand on the Bible and raise your other in the air. And repeat after me. The testimony I say is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
The testimony that I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. So, Heather Moore,
Excuse me.
what is your occupation to the Woodhouse sisters?
I'm the family chef.
Family chef, and how long have you been doing this for?
I've worked for the family for over 20 years.
20 years, and do you enjoy your job?
Yes, I love my job. I mean, it has its ups and downs, but it's a wonderful job.
Lovely, and can you tell me what your job entails?
I cook for the sisters, whatever they would like. Their breakfast, their lunch, their supper.
Okay, and I have it down here that you're a very loyal friend of the sisters and the family, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I'm a very loyal friend to the sisters.
And would you say the bond is very strong? Would you say you class them as friends?
Yes, of course I would. I've worked there for over 20 years. We have a very strong bond.
And any particular argument you'd like to tell me about? Any rows that have happened over the years that would make you feel upset or angry?
Well, I mean, we've had a few discussions and debates and disputes amongst the years, but
Oh,
never a
yes.
heated argument, never.
And in the night in question of the murder, can you tell me where you was?
I was cooking for the sisters. I was cooking their supper. A beef stew, to be exact.
So you was working? Yes?
Yes, I was.
You was working all day?
Yes, all day and all evening.
Okay, so you was in contact with the sisters all day?
Yes.
And you saw them?
Yes, I
Did you
spoke
see
to
them? Did you see them when the murder occurred?
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Where was you?
I was in the pantry fetching potatoes to make the stew I was cooking.
Okay, so you was there on the murder happened, you left? Where did you go?
I went to the pantry to get potatoes.
Okay, thank you very much. And when you came back from the pantry, how did you find out about the murder?
Well, the family was distraught, of course. They was very upset.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Now you have heard the both suspects say their testimony. We now give you the chance to have a discuss and raise your hands in the air on who is guilty.
You have 30 seconds to discuss if you want to discuss amongst yourselves, and then we'll take over very shortly.
I think it should be. Oh, yeah.
Butler. I'm going Butler. The cook.
Butler.
Okay, guys, if anybody finds the butler guilty, please raise your hand.
Thank you very much. And if you find the chef guilty, please raise your hand. Thank you very much.
We find the chef guilty.
Will both suspects please come back into the courtroom?
But you was all wrong.
Suicide.
So you all guessed who had killed the sisters. Unfortunately, you was not correct. And you could have sent an innocent person to be executed. For me, I did kill the sisters, yes. Some of you may have been correct. I killed them because I was drunk. I had an argument with them. I hated the sisters. All the years, I didn't like working for them at all. It was all a front. And the argument I had that day just topped me off. So I wanted to kill them, and because they're spoiled brats, do you know what I mean? So, you've just sent an innocent person to die. But, for the actual story, the butler was executed for the murder. He was hung, and he served his crimes. Thank you ever so much for your testimony and your service to the courts today.